Greetings to anybody who's watching this. As of now, I figure I will go over what I have planned for next week, in the first week in January, and go over 2015 resolutions. You know, pretty much New Year, you do resolutions. Anyhow, I'm not going to say I'm going to guarantee these, but just to give you an idea of what I plan on doing for improvements or my goal with this channel, this is pretty much what the resolutions are for. Anyhow, let's begin by what I have coming up next week. I have another demo day I will be doing. I already shot it. But I'm going to be doing some annotation in it. I did this prior to my other surprise demo day, so you'll see me mentioning and trying it. That's the time I was doing it. I got a Mutator Monday, which is going to be, I'm looking at the doubling cube and an application outside of backgammon. And my game, Stack, Flip, Crush, Evict. I may do some videos like this in here during the week, some other surprise things if I have time, just experimenting. We'll see how it goes, but that's mainly it. Like, for example, I did make an announcement that I had a video by Rudy Ferretti, but I decided just the last minute to get one and launched it a few days when I had some free time. So, anyhow, let's get to my resolutions for 2015. Pretty much, this is what I'm looking to do with the channel. I mean, these resolutions are going to have nothing to do with my personal life. Put it this way, I'm just a guy on the internet. What do you really care about my personal life? You want to know a bit about me as far as what I am as a person. Am I worth your time and everything else? If I can connect with you some other way, I do it. Usually my Metaism Channel, I'll be sticking more stuff there. But my personal life, trying to target weight loss, everything else, may look to launch what I call a frugal foodie channel or something else, because I like food. That'll be in different channels. This is game related, so my personal life, I won't get in much unless it impacts it. But let's just a little bit on that. Let's get to the resolutions and stuff I'm looking to attempt to do with this channel. There is going to be a blackout period coming up depending on how my job hunting goes, and I'm between jobs currently, just to let you know. Just the only reason why I'm telling you that is that if it works out well, I'll have more money to do video stuff here, upgrade my equipment, everything else. But also, I'm probably going to end up doing a relocation, and this channel won't be getting content. I am hoping to minimize it to about a month tops. It's all going to depend on what's happening. I will try to give status reports, but I'm going to be without equipment. I have my cheap little camcorder I'll be doing. I might film some stuff and try to upload when I can, but I can't promise anything. So my objective there is to minimize this time that I'm going to be away. Okay, that's one of them. Once we get rolling, I am looking to have a more regular schedule. What this channel is, I want to upgrade everything. I am not looking to just target a specific audience here that people haven't and try to find a voice. I want to reach out to other people for my games. I mean, I want to change perceptions of what we have for classic games. Get people interested in them more. It's not just my own stuff and everything else, but if you have an interest, evangelism for this area. Tabletop games and everything else doing. What you'll see amongst my playlists, for example, is you'll see a list of game stuff that I've done. I mean, putting some poker stuff there. Anything tabletop, anything classic game related. I am also bringing in the video game stuff. I want to reach this just to change perceptions, expose people to different things that they maybe have not seen, and broaden perspectives here. So this is what I'm trying to do with this channel. So it's not just a matter of me getting views. I mean, my greatest views so far happened to be something else about the network blackout between the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. I figured it was newsworthy, and just to tell people about that, yes, I got my most hits from it. I mean, I could easily pander, try to go AAA, but what's the point of it? There's more than enough people doing it. So anyhow, I am not planning on doing a lot of AAA stuff here, unless maybe it's on the board game tabletop side, and that's like a top title. I might do it because there's plenty of people doing it. If you want to see Call of Duty and that, go ahead. You want to see high production stuff by Electronic Arts, go watch another channel. I will discuss the industry overall. And my tropes versus players, whenever that comes along, is going to get into the industry and why I'm not doing it. But I don't know when that's going to be like that. Anyhow, I'm rambling a bit here, but let me get to the rest of the stuff here. Again, I'm looking to minimize time. I am looking to have a regular release schedule for these videos, so you'll be a little bit more predictable. I'll probably look at the analytics to see what is the best time to release. I'm probably going to shoot them ahead of time. I am also looking to improve the production value of the videos. I want to get better at this. Again, if you're going to give me your time, you deserve it. I plan on working on it. And to that end, you're going to see things like, you saw experimentation. I'll probably use increased annotation to correct certain things and have it. I want to get a better camera. This type of video here, whatever else it is, if I can shoot it with another camcorder, I would. I'm just working off a video camera off this laptop here. Anyhow, if I can get better at that, I will. I'm 1080p, particularly for the how to play videos and anything I'm doing that way. I'm limited, like you saw with the the magic trick. When I'm using the card stuff, you couldn't make out the cards. I want to get better at that. That's why I'm trying to target 1080p. I had to get a better camcorder than my cheap one, so look for that. I want to get into things like green/blue screen. I have some ideas I want to do, like what you see behind me, maybe do that and do a blue screen and do video. I don't have that capability yet. I have some other stuff, maybe wackiness during demo day. That's another thing about demo day I just want to make mention of. What you'll be noticing is I'm experimenting with that. It's kind of a place to do things. I'm hoping to get some humor or WTF out of it, or, what the huh out of it. It's just meant to be wacky, me experimenting. I get a wacky idea, run with it. So anyhow, I will also look to upgrade the production on that and everything else. But green-blue screen would be useful. Have it like behind me, do that thing, show videos, intersplice it between it. We'll see how that goes. There's a learning curve. This mic, another thing I've been watching how to play, is this audio. I would like to improve the audio quality here. I seem to have a relatively decent voice, but if I can get better at that, that would definitely be useful. This is just a basic headset I picked up, which I started going to because they cut the hissing noise out of the laptop I'm running, the fan running, so you don't have to hear it. Improving the audio that way. Scripting, I'm looking to do it, particularly if I want to do tropes versus players. I really want to do better scripting at this. I tend to do extemporaneous. I'm going to get better at that. I want to become much more professional at that. You deserve to have that. I'll work on it. A lot of the stuff is off the cuff. I have some notes here in my outline. I'm just speaking off the cuff here, but I have my stuff. I'm also looking to do some video editing on these videos, bring in supplemental material and other things along the lines of that. I am looking to have that and have it and splice in different things like that. Add other things like maybe an intro video. Oh, another thing I'm looking at as far as the production value, I am looking to do another video that introduces this channel and redo it. And speaking, I mentioned that the tropes versus players sometime this year, I want to at least get one video done of that. I want to do a professional video, professionally done video, relatively speaking, at least have a script involved and some other things involved, and, the blue screen behind me, add the clips or something else. Again, I said that tropes versus players, kind of a cross between Anita Sarkeesian, tropes versus women, and also James Rolfe's, what's bullshit, pretty much. I'm going to do a list of what I think is wrong with the industry and look to do what I think could be some ways to improve and better trends we have going on. And that's for the video game industry and whatever else we can do here. Again, I mentioned that I was looking to have a schedule for these releases to get them more done. I've done one interview. There was technical limitations figured out. I did one. I'm looking to do more. I'll probably use the Google Play. We might do some hangouts here. If I get enough people involved with this, I would be interested in doing a regular video, and we'll just chat and put it up here. And I would like to do that. Once I improve the camera, I want to go into more modern games. Just to give you a hint about the demo day coming up, I have one definitely I'm looking at. I'm going to be doing a demo day. It's wacky for a game that's a more recent release as opposed to more classic. And then we're talking tabletop games here. But once I improve the camera, I can look at some more obscure stuff. I have a game, I think it's called Rich Uncle. It was a holy grail for me back in the day. That game there, I would like to show. It's from like the 50s or 60s, and it was like my grandparents had it. Somebody found it for me and got it. So I want to do that. So, yeah, I want to also get into some video game stuff. I want to stream some video capture, some old school video games, show some stuff you haven't seen before. If you look at my playlist, for example, you'll see a number of those games I have there. And I'm capturing other people's things, but I want to do my own. I'm an Atari guy, just to let you know a little bit more about this channel. I happen to like the Atari stuff, and I'd like to do some captures of the Atari 8-bit computer and other things. Maybe show off the Neo Geo X I have, some other things I have. I need to improve the camera and some video capture doing that. There might be some other stuff thrown in there, but this is other things. I want to add more content, want to get more professional, add credits, improve the video quality, and do something else here. These are what I would like to do. Again, make this channel much more of interesting to you. And also another thing I'm looking at just off the cuff here would be to connect with other people doing channels and maybe do some cross-promotion stuff. Eventually, it'd be good if I could promote the stuff here, not just go for hits and have the stuff I'm working at of a different perspective on classic games, video games, otherwise, and have it become something that actually becomes more major. Yeah, I would love to, you know, when they do the end of the year on Google, YouTube, they do the end of the year videos. It'd be nice to appear at it and stuff, but a lot of work. I am not going to do any sort of promotion here as it stands now to get more views, more hits, and may have something else. You will get a thank you from me as we hit milestones. The next milestone I have is, I would say 10,000 views. We'll make it 9,000 in honor of Dragon Ball. Yes, we're going to pull up some tropes here and viral stuff. Definitely want to do that, and then I'll probably do 10,000. I'll probably give you a thank you when we hit 100 viewers. One goal that would be great to hit this year is if I could hit 500 subscribers. If you want to help out, feel free to. That way, on top, I can give the channel its own name. I mean, Classic Games Redefined could actually be here. But anyhow, if you've been watching and give me views, I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing what we're going to do in 2015. Again, there's going to be a blackout period where I won't do content. I'll try to update. We're going to get regular. I don't know how much longer Mutator Monday is going to go on for. I have some other ideas I want to bring in. That might go away for a number of weeks, depending on what I have regarding the camera equipment. If I have to get into detail, I am not going to be doing it. I have ideas for playing cards I want to do, but the view is limited. I mean, one thing is a drafting grid, and we'll see how it goes. Another thing I have is for screen capture, I'd like to do stuff with Zillions. I am waiting for the licensing to speak to the company. It has to give me a word to go ahead. I did one shooting video with that. Again, look for an upgrade in production. Definitely work feedback here. Be nice into the channel, everybody else here. Definitely feel free to give me feedback, rate, review, everything else. By the way, on that view that I got like 600, I think we're over 600 views on it. If you tuned in expecting me to do a video that was going to be about, I knew the inner secrets of wow, we're going to get up and what can we do about it, and you were misled and you gave me thumbs down for it, I apologize. That was discussing what people did. If you didn't like it because I told you to get a life and do everything else, I understand you being upset about it. If you felt you misled, I didn't want to have that happen to you. But anyhow, again, stretch out, find other interests. I am hoping I can change perceptions here. I want to be able to get people more interested in classic games. There's a life better at old school stuff. I will also look at remakes and new stuff. Again, part of the Classic Games Redefined is doing remakes of stuff, new content like old. One of the things. Look for updates this year. Stay tuned for this adventure. This is an adventure. And I guess that's about it. I'm approaching 15 minutes, which is about the limit here. Stay tuned. I appreciate it. This was longer than I thought. And we will close by saying, I thank you for watching, and may your die always roll 5.